The Last Showgirl. The Last Showgirl. Well, if you can't see, I gave it 5 out of 5. This might go down as one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know if I'd put it in my top 10, but it could be in my top 50, maybe even my top 25. I thought this was an excellent movie. I thought this is so well put together. Pamela Anderson gives a performance that I'll tell you, I didn't catch it. She had me fooled in this, and that is one of the things that I had reactions, I had emotional reactions to this movie, and her performance especially. Everyone who's in this movie, I didn't know anything other than that there was a movie called The Last Showgirl with Pamela Anderson. The way it was sold to me and the way I see it, it's Pamela Anderson's The Wrestler. So I went into it thinking like that. I love The Wrestler. This movie made me rethink the end of The Wrestler, and the way I rethought the end of The Wrestler improved that movie for me. And I dug that. And it made me realize from a writing standpoint how important in these movies that it's like The Last Showgirl or The Wrestler. These movies that, and this is a very specific movie. This is an independent movie starring, for lack of a better term, faded celebrity. You know, like Pamela Anderson hasn't been in the spotlight for a long time, and at the time Mickey Rourke hadn't. And it's just there are a series of those movies that come out, and you know how they get made. And I do realize, like, and I don't want to put out any spoilers, but how you have to cap off your story has to be exactly the reason we're going to see it. And I realize that now. Once I realized that, it made me see The Wrestler in a very different way. And I don't want to give away any spoilers to this movie, but this is a very real movie. First off, it shows life for almost everyone, like how people live. Like, it's like paycheck to paycheck. What could happen if it all goes away? Where is this? You know, somebody can like, we all, like, you know, and this isn't like some sort of like stance or anything. I'm just saying, but we all know that feeling of this could all be gone in an instant, you know, and this is my whole life, you know. So that being the backdrop to this story, and this woman for 40 years who's been performing as a showgirl in this theater, in this casino, and it was a staple, and now they're shutting it down, and she's rethinking everything. Like, what does this mean? Who am I? What can I do? Where do I go with it? And there's so many elements added into this. Like, she put the show before being a mother, and now she's trying to reconnect with her daughter, who's played by Billie Lourd and does an amazing job, by the way. The whole cast. Then she sees a mirror of herself, her best friend, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, who does an amazing job, who is spiraling because she used to be a showgirl as well, and then was forced out and had to become a waitress. Like, and then Batista is in this, and oh my god, phenomenal job as well. Kiernan Shipka and Brenda Song, great jobs as young, sort of daughterly type of people in her life that she's sort of rejecting because she doesn't know she's ever been that. So, and she just wants to be a showgirl. I realize I'm not giving you the full meat and potatoes of this movie, but that's why I think it needs to be encapsulated for yourself and really like appreciate it, because it really is like the grittier side of the filmmaking, but it is such a beautifully done cinematography wise, like on the fly type of independent filmmaking that I just really I miss. Like, that was the type of filmmaking when I lived in LA. That was very much how you did it, and they, you know, you see that how this plays out in this movie, and the story and what's written here is really beautiful and brutal and honest, and just, oh man, Jason Schwartzman too plays a great character in this. You know, just to kind of add to that, add to this. But I want to say something about Pamela Anderson's performance without giving too much away. Watching this movie, like I said, she had me fooled. I'm thinking, like, this is very, like, the way she's playing this character, I'm like, it's almost like, it reminded me of almost like Britney Spears when she was like kind of like, you know, like in certain interviews and like, you know, her mental health, like she was having mental health issues at the time. And seemed very manic or paranoid. And she was playing this role, and like how but like when she's got everything on, she's all smiles, and it was very interesting. And then there's a switch. they're at a pivotal point, and there's a switch, and you see it all come down, and you just see the true act. Not that it wasn't acting the whole time, but like that true, this is who this character is. And Pamela Anderson delivers a guttural performance, and I thought it was beautiful. This is a 5 out of 5 film for me. I absolutely loved it, and I hope what is a good comp for it? Like I said, The Wrestler, but a more an ending that left me more optimistic, but actually changed my idea of what the Wrestler ending actually meant. So we could talk about that off the air, though. I would say The Wrestler is a good one. There's quite a few of them, but yeah, we'll just go with The Wrestler for now. That's a good one. So The Last Showgirl, I think you should absolutely go see this movie. I think it's fantastic. Thank you guys for checking us out, whether you checked it out as a clip or you're watching and listen. But yeah, this is out in theaters this weekend. Definitely go see it if you can. Thank you guys again. I really, truly appreciate it. We would truly appreciate if you guys are watching a clip or you're watching these. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe. This is really only where we are. I think we're on Blue Sky, and we have a Patreon, which is also free. You can sign up for, get you into Discord and all that other stuff. And yeah, we're just building a good community here in the Snob Nation, trying to do positive vibes, having a good time. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this, hanging out with us. I just want to say until next time, I'm McManhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs channel, like I said, here over on Patreon and stuff like that. But make sure to check out the Scene Snobs podcast or the Scene Snobs reviews, wherever podcasts are. We're everywhere. And we'd love for you to go check it out, because I will be honest with you, it means a lot to me. I love doing this stuff, and I love having the community and stuff like that. So until next time, remember to be kind to each other and take care of yourselves, because that's very important. And I'll talk to you very, very soon.